Hey, hi, it's Friday, time for me, Marsha Grace, your Calm Creativity Connector here, as I always am. And today, our series we started last week is on patience, which is a tough commodity to come by these days, or any days really, where we live in such stressful times. And so I thought that talking about patience and how we can recognize it and appreciate it and let it happen within us, it would be a good topic to talk about. So today, I want to talk about steps to becoming patient, okay? I think we can appreciate how how impatient we can be. Let me ask you a question. For instance, when you're driving and you suddenly, you're going along, and then all of a sudden the traffic stops, right? And you can't see ahead. You're looking, but all you see is a line of cars. And even if you're not in a hurry, you start mumbling some choice words, and you feel this angry warmth kind of flooding your body, right? Does that sound familiar at all? or maybe you're talking with someone and they're explaining something to you, and it seems like they're going on and on and on forever, and you have no idea when they will ever stop talking. Yes, I think that might be familiar also. And, well, you might consider yourself impatient if those things apply to you. And it's not a good feeling. I know that, right? It's not a good feeling to feel that way, and yet we don't realize that we can do something about it. So, I have a new kitten, and she is into everything. She is such a... Come here, you little monkey. If I can catch her, I'll show her to you. Anyway, okay, so so we're going to talk about becoming patient. Scientific research has shown, it's proven, that you can learn to be patient. Yeah, you really can. You just have to realize that you can, and then it becomes easier. Scientists at the University of California in Berkeley years ago found that making small adjustments to how you perceive a person or a situation may increase your ability to be more patient. Small, little, tiny steps. Okay, so that might be like, so you're in the car, and the traffic stops, right? And you know, like all of a sudden you can feel yourself starting that heat to rise, and you can say, gee, I hope it's not an accident up ahead that's caused this and that someone is hurt. Because that immediately will shift your attitude, right? Because you'll become more concerned about somebody else and their dilemma, and take the emphasis off what you're experiencing. So that might be a little step in that direction. What else? So what we're doing here is we're using our imagination, right? We're using our ability to imagine a situation that puts you in a place where you can feel compassionate, where you can feel understanding, where you can feel relaxed and out of the picture. That it's not about you; it's about something else. And because you have no control over it, it's not something you can you can do anything about, and therefore you want to make the best of the situation because you're smart, right? Smart people make the best of situations that may at first seem unpleasant. Yes, that's what we do. So, okay, you know that. Okay. So all right. Another research study that was written about in Psychology Today, the researchers found that regardless of how hungry a person is, if they're anticipating that it's going to take a long time till they eat, they can be more patient. but they have to know that it's going to be a while. So in other words, you go to a restaurant for dinner and there's a long line out the door, or and you really want to try this place, you know you're going to have to wait a while, even if you're hungry. And so you make small talk, you talk to the people in front of you, behind you, whatever, and you make friendships while you're waiting for dinner, and it becomes an enjoyable experience instead of being impatient about it. That's your choice, right? You know how often I talk about choice. It's always about choice. We choose how we want to feel about things, and it's no different with being patient. So, but another thing, just strictly from a physiological point of view, studies have shown that levels of serotonin in the body, in the brain, will influence your patience level. So you say, okay, serotonin, what's that? Well, whatever it is, I don't even know myself exactly, some kind of hormone or something, but you can get it, which is what we want to do. We want to increase the serotonin, and you get it by simply eating things like eggs, cheese, and believe it or not, pineapple. Now, those are my 3 favorite things. Can you believe that? I guess that's why I've learned how to be patient, because I eat a lot of eggs, cheese, and pineapple. My favorite fruit, I guess, just about. So, yeah, I think it works. So, another thing, and I think this was a very interesting study in the Journal of Neuroscience. They found out that the brains of impatient people versus patient people are actually different. They're actually different. So, so that is a way, that shows that there is something going on there that's causing, this impatience that's actually physiological. So, so that's something you can perhaps change. Maybe, do we have the power? It's an interesting question. Do we have the power to change our brains? And I think we do. I really do. I think we do. There's so many studies now. I mean, we know so little about the brain and how it operates, and there are a lot of conflicting theories on that. So it's best to keep an open mind, I think, and explore, all possibilities. Because if we can find something that helps us, well, why not, right? Isn't that a great idea? I think so. And the last thing that will help us become patient, and of course this is my favorite thing of all, along with the pineapple, is contemplative meditation, which is what I teach, right? I teach people how to find that quiet time, preferably first thing in the morning before you even get out of bed, and and find that quiet space within you where you get in touch with the answers to all your questions, really. Any problems that you have, the answers are there. You just have to allow yourself the time and the space and the willingness to be present to hear it. And it's really not that big a deal. I mean, 15 minutes in the morning, I think we could all manage to set our clocks 15 minutes earlier and do something that could be life-altering, seriously, life-altering. So if you're interested in that, knowing more about the course that I teach, and you want more calm, you want more joy, more self-confidence, you want to have better peaceful and loving relationships, then please sign up for my Less Stress, More Success for the Busy Businesswoman, which will be coming up very soon. I don't think you can sign up right now, but you can certainly go on the site, and if you decide to download the 10 tips to be calmer, something like that. I forgot the title of it, but it's a handy little thing to have. You'll be put on my email list, and then you'll receive notifications of when the course is going to be given, which will be online, and it's 4 weeks. And each week we will talk about another aspect of how we can put ourselves in the right space to hear our internal wisdom, which has all the answers we need. So, so I hope you will check that out. My website, of course, is marshagrace.com. Pretty simple. And also, if you would like some support in your efforts to reduce stress and maintain calm and patience, then join my Facebook group for instant support in these chaotic times. It's called Calm, Creative, Joyful for the Busy Woman. And just go on Facebook and find it. So I think that's about it. Next week we'll continue to talk about patience. Let me see if I can get her. Come on over here. Come on over here, baby. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here, cuteness. I want people to see you. Oh yeah, here she is. Here's my little monkey. Isn't she cute? Her name is Claudia, and that's Clawdia. Claudia, because she has the cutest little pincushion claws that have left little welts in my legs, because she loves to climb me. But she is a really sweet baby. And she's purring right now. So, say hello. Say hello. Hello. All right, well, okay, so have a great weekend and week ahead. And enjoy the heat. Boy, it's hot here, 90 today on Long Island. So until next time, remember, everything begins with a thought. So keep those thoughts light. All right, bye-bye.